Hello everyone, welcome to Elliott Wave Analysis.com YouTube channel. Today is January 30th and the chart of the day for today is QQQ, 30 minutes time frame here. We can see we ended with 2 at 402.87 and then with 3 ended here with 5 wave subdivision, and then pullback ended here in 3 swing ABC. We highlighted the area of the 100% extension with the blue box here. So if our members bought it here in this area, and then now it has started to turn higher, as we can see right here, and therefore now anyone that bought it here, basically the position is what we call a risk-free, because you can move stop loss initially set at the lower end here, because the idea is if you have a 3 swing in which your third swing reaches 1.618 Fibonacci extension, it can potentially become a 5 ways down, because by the psychology of Elliott Wave suggests that wave 3 is the strongest wave and the longest, typically, not always, but typically the longest, and typically reaches 1.618, right? So again, all of this is a guideline. This is not like it has to, it must, but it is, generally speaking, probability wise, when we're talking about wave 3, generally that is the case. So that's why if we believe it is corrective, right, the third swing should not extend that much, should not go beyond the 161.8% extension, because otherwise it can become a 5 ways down. Then perhaps if that happens, perhaps the trend in some ways have changed, or it will be looking for a higher degree correction, meaning we're going to be looking for a bigger pullback if it becomes a 5 waves, right? So in this case, it works perfectly. The pullback is still corrective in nature, as indicated by the reaction higher after reaching this area of the blue box here. So now we're looking for QQQ to finish the last leg, which is the wave 5. And once it is complete, then we should be looking for a bigger pullback, because you finish a 5 ways rally, right? So at this point in the shorter cycle, obviously the idea here is that until it breaks above the previous peak, technically speaking, from technical point of view, the alternate path is going to be that this is your W, or this is you can label this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 A here, or it could be ABC, but it's W here, and then this is your X, this is your Y. Now if that were to happen, which is not our forecast, you will find another buyers here, because we believe the trend is still bullish. So it will always find buyers, right, in 3 swing, whether it is a 3 swing in the smaller degree or whether it's 3 swing in the larger degree. It will continue to find buyers in that sequence if it is corrective, right? And it should not go beyond, again, the 161.8% extension of whatever 3 swing it is. So if this is the first 3 swing, is a smaller 3 swing, this larger 3 swing also, if it were to drop, it shouldn't go beyond the 1.618 of this, because otherwise this entire thing is going to become, or it could become, a bigger pullback. It could become an impulse, right? So that is the idea here. And shorter cycle, the rally again still needs confirmation break above 3, but again, if anybody when long here, then whether or not it will break higher, it doesn't matter, because at this point you would have already moved your stop loss anyway, create risk-free position. So you move it at your entry level, let's say, from this blue box area, and then if it, let's say, if it drops again, then there should be no harm, and then you will be looking for the next support zone, which is the next 100% extension, if this is still going to be corrective structure. Okay, so now if we look at the the rally from the blue box, it does look to be an impulsive structure. It looks like a nest 1, 2, 1, 2. So now we shall see a bit more upside here in a sequence of 3, 4, 3, 4 before you eventually finish 5 ways up from here. And once we finish 5 ways up from here, that should finish with 5 in the minor degree as well, and then we will see a bigger pullback after that. So if I zoom out and then now we focus on the minute degree, which is the black color here, right? If I zoom out, then remember the position of the wave 3, wave 4, wave 2 here. If I zoom out, that's your wave 3, wave 4, and this has to be wave 1 and wave 2, right? And so we are talking about a 5 waves rally, therefore that started from January the 5th this year. And that rally is going to soon end with another leg up above this wave 3 that should be ending with 5 in the minute degree, and then from that point on, after we finish the entire 5 waves, we shall see a bigger 3-waves pullback. Now this time the pullback is not just a wave 4 pullback, it will be correcting this entire rally from January the 5th. So remember, if a cycle ends and you are looking for the cycle to correct, so typically I would say the expectation is that the correction should be around 40% at minimum. Not, again guys, there is no such thing called rule. Usually probability wise is going to be a 40% retracement minimum, right? Or in a more ideal scenario, the pullback will be around 50% retracement or even a 61.8%. Now all those numbers are usually pretty well known Fibonacci retracement level, right? 50%, 61.8%. That's usually what we can expect when a cycle ends. Now, does it mean then, oh, okay, I should pick the top, short sell? No, guys. Trend can always extend as much as it wants. We don't go against the trend. We're just warning you guys that this cycle could be ending once we make another high above this peak, but we are not seeing, okay, then you should be short selling, because that's against the trend, which is always going to end up most of the time to be a disaster if you're trying to pick the top. All right, so continue to be on the long side. We continue to favor in the upside. If there is a pullback, we continue to look at the pullback as a gift, right, to try to find the dips again. As always, if we believe it is still bullish, then it will always be in 3 swing. The pullback is not going to be an impulsive structure, and it will always find support on the 3rd swing at the 100% extension. Okay, so that's the update here. And if you want to get more updates on QQQ, we update this regularly, of course, in our service. We also have the higher time frame count. We also have other ETFs, stocks, Forex, commodities as well. Feel free to check our service. We have 14 days trial, and the link is in the description of the video. I'll see you all again next time, and have a nice day, everyone.